we are recording this so people who aren't on the call can view it later. So I'm Michelle. I'm the Director of Member Services. So whenever you have questions or concerns about how to do anything on the website, that's how you call me. So today we have this really great offer to share with you to help you with your business. So this is an opportunity for you to not have to worry about, you know, having a website, having to deal with a shopping cart and all of that kind of stuff. So Forest Bathing Finder is a project that Alexis Abramson has put together, and she is the daughter of Phyllis Abramson, who's a guide. And so her mom kind of inspired this work, and she is hoping that this is going to be a really great opportunity to support forest therapy guides so that they can really focus on the practice of forest therapy and not have to deal as much with the business side of everything. So I'm going to hand over the controls to Alexis, and she can kind of share her story and guide you through the website and how you can get started.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Michelle. For those of you who are looking at this from a video standpoint, you may want to either minimize or get rid of a little bit the pictures of the each of the people, because I'll be working on the website a lot, and before I minimized it, I know that a lot of the website and toolbar were covered up. Just to start off, I want to thank you, Michelle, and everyone at ANFT for giving me the opportunity to spend some time with you today. This is I wouldn't say it's a project, it's a business venture for sure, in the sense of this is something that is a full-fledged platform for forest bathing and therapy guides to be able to take advantage of. This comes from a complete place of passion. My mom, if you don't know her, Phyllis Abramson, you need to get to know her, because she's one of the most, probably the most amazing women I know. And that being said, she was in cohort 15. And when she finished her practicum, she was so excited to get out and really become a full-fledged guide, but realized she needed something to tell everyone about her and tell everyone about forest bathing and really get folks involved. But if you do know her, you'll know she didn't want just something that was a kind of small platform. She wanted a really full-fledged website with the bells and whistles. So when we went out to build that, she wanted walkers to be able to find her from wherever they were in the world. Maybe they were we're from Atlanta, maybe they're coming to Atlanta to visit. She wanted them to be able to find her. She wanted walkers to be able to have the opportunity to sign up, register, and see descriptions online. She wanted them to be able to learn more about some of the videos and blogs and information about forest bathing. And I know, by the way, that you all call it or lean more a little bit towards forest therapy. So users can, and guides and venues can reach the website either via Forest Bathing Finder or Forest Therapy Finder. I know that there's a lot of people that use bathing and a lot that use therapy. So that being said, she really just wanted everything that she could put in a website so that she could focus her time and energy on what her passion is, which is really getting out into the forest and conducting walks. And so by the time we were finished with building this website, it was a $3,500 project. And that was just the investment for the base cost of the website, to be able to have all of these different areas that would allow her to kind of put the business part in a nice compact place, and she could, as I said before, really focus on the walks. And so that was, you know, the kind of base price for her website. But then in order to host it and maintain it, it was $30 a month. And then to do any search engine optimization and then marketing to make sure people got to her, it was an additional couple of hundred, and then photos, and, you know, it just was adding on and adding on. But as we got all of that sort of together and we launched the website, she was immediately receiving wonderful feedback from walkers who were signing up, and from folks that were super interested in what she was doing. And, you know, at this point, so this is just in January of 2018, I can't believe I'm saying it, but it felt like forest bathing and forest therapy was almost on this precipice of rolling itself out. So it was wonderful that she was able to launch at that point in time, because as were all the media and everything that was coming around it. So her website really proved out to be a wonderful asset for her and has continued to be so in her business. And the next thing that happened was very interesting. She started on her contact page getting hundreds of emails from guides from all over the world asking her about her website. How did she do it? How could she help them? Who could she, put them in touch with, so on and so forth. So I began to help her answer all of these questions. And as we began to do so, we realized that there were two things that were really preventing guides from moving forward with a platform of this type. Number one, a lot of the guides were telling us that, listen, this is not in my wheelhouse, if you will. I'm not a business person necessarily. I'm a nature person. I'm a forest person. I want to be out there. I want someone else to handle all of this. It feels a little overwhelming. And the other challenge that people were having is that it was expensive, that, they had already paid, a fee for the certification. And then on top of it, to pay for a build out website was a challenge. And so both of us, my passion as a walker, and I'm her assistant on many occasions because I love it so much. But my passion as a walker and somebody who feels very, like it's such a gift when I get the opportunity to go out and be in the forest and have my mom or whomever else, wherever else I am with another guide, guide me through a walk. I felt very much like I wanted to come up with a solution. And certainly my mom felt very much, because she has relationships with so many other guides, that she wanted to figure out if there was a way that we could help. And so I guess that's, the moment that I had an aha moment was, why can't we create a directory so that all of the guides that are out there, that no matter where you are, can list your profile, list who you are, and in addition to that, allow you to put up your walks, to have walkers register. If you do walks at the botanical garden, so it's an external walk, allow you to be able to do that. So it all kind of came together, and we really began to reach out to all the guides we know and say, what do you need? How can we help you? What can we do for you to make sure that what we're creating is a complete solution for managing your forest bathing or forest therapy business, and to allow you to really go out and do what you love most, which is to guide walks. And we wanted to handle everything that was kind of behind the scenes, so you could concentrate on the walks and have the website drive you business. So that's sort of the background of the fruition, if you will, of Forest Bathing Finder from its infancy. So what I'd love to do is just take you around the site just a little bit and let you see what we have here. And do we have one person on the phone? Someone's on the phone, right? You don't have a video in front of you, is that right?
I have video also.
Oh, you do? Fantastic. Okay, because I was thinking, how am I going to describe this in detail? So here we are on the home page. One beautiful thing that I want to show you that I think is just magical is this ability for us to change the language. And we can put in 100 different languages here. So let's say that you're from France and you want to change the language of the entire website into French. You can do that, and that goes all the way through. That goes all the way through to your profile page and the blogs and anything else. And again, it's really super as well. Like if you just have someone that you know that wants to see your profile in French, but you want to change it back to English, or you want to change it to Japanese. I mean, it just happens in a second.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's pretty magical to be able to do that. And so let me just take you through what a walker sees, right? What a user sees when they come to the website. We talk a little bit about what forest bathing is, just here, just a tiny bit. But then if you go up to the toolbar, you can see more about the story that I just told you, so that people understand that although I have a business background, this is most definitely a passion project for me, and something that I felt very strongly that I need to do. This area, people can learn more about what the offerings of forest Forest Bathing Finder are. And then here is just really for people to understand, and we'll begin to flesh this out even more. What is forest bathing? What are some of the wonderful results that come from it? What is some of the research and the background, the health benefits? What does it do? And it's really pretty, so you can just open it. And every time new research comes up, we'll be adding to that. Here you can see there's an area for blogs. So we are excited to have guides, guest blog throughout the website, and all of these are guest posts to date. I will show you in the back end how simple that is for you to upload. We'll have a book area. We have a book area. So all forest bathing books that are out there, we will post here that people recommend to us. These are all recommended. If you see that a book isn't there that you love, please feel free to let us know. And then videos, what are some great videos that are out there? And as time progresses and we get more input from guides, we'll continue to flesh this out. It's the beauty of this website is that we are all in this together. Michelle has said to me over the week how wonderful it is that you're such a community of people, and that's what we want this website to be, is a community of guides from all over the world coming together, regardless of why or when your cohort was or how you did it or what your personal goals were. This is all about all of you. And I want to just reiterate or say very quickly, if I am going too quickly, or if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email us at info@forestbathingfinder.com, info@forestbathingfinder.com, or even easier, you can go to the website and hit the contact us button and just fill out this area right here. Okay, so, and this is your home button. We try to make it as clean as possible, so we don't have a home button here, but you can hit the home button there. Okay, so there are two different user experiences here. So if you are a user and you want to find a walk, you simply click Find a Walk button. And you can also find a walk and find a guide under search. And all of the walks will come up here. And we're just starting to get guides that are signing up, and we've just launched. And so right now what we're doing is it's all about the guides signing up. It's all about the guides, what they call populating the website. And then the first week in November, November 5th is when our launch is to everyone else, most importantly to the walkers, so that they can see all the walks that are available there. So let's say that you live in Atlanta, and this will all be geolocated, so it will come up to whatever your area is, just like Google Maps might. Your first one will come up in your area. So let's say that you are in visiting Acton, where Nadine lives. Let's go there. And you want to see a walk that's there. So it will take you to a walk that's there and give you all the information. Now, the interesting thing about Nadine, at least for the moment, because for the moment, she has all of her walks that are third-party walks. So you'll see this walk here and you'll hit it because you want to register for the walk, but it goes to a third-party website so that you can sign up on that third-party website. So if you are someone who, I know, for instance, Ben does a lot of walks through Airbnb. He has the opportunity to hit register here, and it goes directly to his Airbnb. So you have the opportunity to be in control of your own walks, right, on this website, or you can continue maybe what you're doing where you have botanical gardens or whatever it may be. So going back to let's go to Find a Guide now. So if we go to Find a Guide, the user will see all of the guides pop up here. And let's go to the woman I said was so amazing, Phyllis Abramson, and see her profile page, just to give you an illustration of what yours will look like. So this is her bio here, all about her. These are her walks, and they're all listed. And these are her photos, images that she's uploaded because she felt like they would be great for users to see, or her fellow guides, and just really for people to understand the experience. So you just click on those, and they come up beautifully like that. So let's look at one of her walks. Actually, let me tell you a little bit more about this right side. So this is where her location is. If you want to see her website, you can do that this way. If you want to go to her Instagram or Facebook page, you can do it that way. If you want to send her a message because, hey, you want to go into this walk here at the Carter Presidential Library, but you have one question, you simply just hit the email and you can send her a message immediately. She has her languages that she speaks fluently, and her certifications, where she got the certifications. Now, one of the things that we've listened very, very closely to the feedback and insights from ANFT and been very, very conscientious of the way that certification is, how high end and thorough the certification is, and how important it is to you that you've gone through this type of certification. And so we wanted to allow the walkers to also see how important and how thorough, again, your curriculum is. So we've linked it to the website, and this will be linked directly to the area that shows, you know, the amount of time it took you to get your certification, as well as the amount of time you invested in the practicum. And I know that that is important. These also are linked as well, and you can put other certifications in there. There was a woman that signed up, she has a PhD, and I can't remember what it's in exactly, but she put her PhD and some other training she had that she thought might be helpful for the users, for the walkers to see. Okay, so you can see here that my mom has some walks that are private walks. She does a lot of those, and that private walk is full. But then if we look at this one, here's another one that's open. So let's say I'm a walker that wants to go to this particular walk. So I just would hit register. And it comes up, and to be honest with you, it's as simple as that. So all you have to do is, as a walker, you see all of the information, all of the description. It shows you where the walk is on a map, and then you just simply add it to your cart. You can change the number. Let's say you're going with a friend, and you simply add it to your cart, and boom, you're ready to go and proceed to check out. Okay. Now let me show you a little bit about what the back end looks like. So if you wanted to, as a guide, create your own account and sign up to be able to do all of this stuff, you would simply hit the Create Account button, and you will be able to go directly to the area to create an account. There are two types of accounts that can be created. One is for guides, and then the other one is for venues. We were getting a lot of feedback from venues, whether it be a spa or a resort or a park or Airbnb or botanical garden, that they also wanted to be able to market through a website to market their forest bathing walks. And it's amazing. I'm just overwhelmed by the number of walks that are happening all over the world that are actually started by these venues, and then the guides are matched with the venues. So we saw business coming from two sides. One is from the guides really creating their own walks themselves and going out to a botanical garden, say, and asking them if they can do the walks there. And then secondarily, it was a venue that in turn was the first to put it in their place and then go find a walk. So let's go with the guide, the direction the guide would go in. So if you're a guide, there are several types of subscriptions you can sign up for. One is for a monthly and one is for annual. ANFT members are being given a $25 off of their sign up. And we are also donating for every ANFT guide that registers, we're donating $25 to the organization of ANFT, which I'm hoping is earmarked for folks that need scholarships for certification. Again, this is very much a passion of mine, and I'm hoping that as many people, regardless of socioeconomic status, will be able to get certified. So we wanted to do that. We wanted to be able to give you all, every guide, a $25 discount, as well as be able to donate for each of you. If you stay on the website for 6 months, donate the $25 to ANFT. So it's very easy to sign up. There's annual billing and monthly billing. If you do annual, it's an 18% discount. You just choose what you want. And we have the details everywhere. And we also, you'll see, have tutorials for you everywhere. So you simply hit get started. And it takes you over here to account information. You fill it in, and I'll do this quickly, but I just want to be able to show you.
Alexis, can you just wait 1 second?
Absolutely.
Whoever is on, I think it's on a phone, could you put yourself on mute? We're getting a lot of feedback. So if everyone can just make sure that they're on mute, that would be appreciated.
Okay, so going forward, again, it's very simple. You just put in your information, and if you get a check next to it, you'll see that, okay, I did that right. A lot of times for me, it drives me crazy. We try to make this as simple as possible, like a really, really friendly experience and as simple as possible. So hopefully everything is very smooth sailing in terms of how seamless it is. So here, you know, you just put your name. There is one important thing I want to say right here. And for anything that I'm saying that's important, you'll see that there's a note underneath. And so in this one, when you choose a username, this is going to become part of your profile URL. So let's say you want to tell everybody about your profile, and you just are going to give them this your URL, which is forestbathingfinder.com/, and that's going to be your name. So like if your family calls you, you know, Virginia, and your real name is Pat, and you want Pat here or Virginia or whatever you want to be known as, you should put here. And it doesn't have a space, so you want to have, you know, like Nadine's is not Nadine, it's Nadine Mazzola. So she has her full name there. Okay, so then you just simply create your password, go to the next page. You put in, this is where, you know, if you have a company, like my mom's company is My Forest Bathing, so she puts hers in there. If you don't, that's okay too. You're going to put in, let's just see, I'm going to use it. Just put in your address, Atlanta, and it pops up to help you out with that in case you don't know where you are. And then you just put in whatever your phone number is. Oh, I'm missing a number. Okay. And then you hit next. And again, it's super easy. Now here is where I want to be as helpful as I can from a coupon perspective. So the coupon for ANFT when you sign up is ANFT 25. And I know that Michelle has sent that out, and I'm sure she's willing to send it out again if anybody needs it. Or again, if you need anything day or night, you email us and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But you see, it's very simple to be able to put that in, and you get that $25 that is applied to it. Now, one of the things that I've also wanted to do was to allow you to have business cards. Again, we were getting a request from, you know, can you help us with business cards, all the way to can you create a search engine optimization and marketing program for us. So one of the things I wanted to do is create an ability for you to get some business cards, and we're going to send these, the first 50 to you for free. It's just a pass through, so we'll just send them right to you for free. And then if you want them shipped to somewhere else, maybe you're in a location right now, whatever the case may be, and then we'll have a place online where you can reorder them if you like them or if you want them. And the business cards just have the information about forestbathingfinder.com, and you can put your name with it or whatever you want, and they can go into the guide area and find that. So then you just put in your payment in, and boom, you're ready to go. So what does it look like when you're ready to go? So this is my mom's account, and when you hit my account, there'll be that area where you can log in, where it says log out right here. It will say log in if you haven't logged in. This is your back of your account, your dashboard. These are tutorial videos. So what I'm doing today will be further enhanced with all of these videos. We are adding to them every day. We're adding more videos because we want this to be as easy as possible for you. I mean, this setting up your guide part of your website is a one-time deal. Once you do that, you don't have to worry about it again. It will always be there. If you get another certification or you want to change something, you can do that. But the basic platform of your profile will be there, and all you have to do is add your walks whenever you want to, or take them down whenever you want to. So it's pretty straightforward. here is where you manage your account, your dashboard, your details. This is your subscription, your address, how you're paying for your subscription. I mean, yeah, for your subscription. These are any orders you may have. Some of the guides were telling us, look, I just went to San Francisco. I wanted to take a walk as well. So you can order, you know, any walks you want. And this is your background, whether you're a guide or a walker, which I know a lot of you are. This is your wallet, which I know is important when you get your money. So let me just show that to you. It's very easy. Your wallet is set up with a PayPal account. And so if you don't have one, we are also posting a video on how to get one, but PayPal has their own video when you go to their homepage, which I think is probably the most helpful. So all you need to have is a PayPal account. And when, you know, this is Nadine, she hasn't, we just loaded hers up, so she hasn't had a walk yet, but let's say she has a balance here. You know, this right here will say, what is your PayPal account? You simply put in your PayPal account. Mine is my name and, you know, and my email address what I use at PayPal. You simply put it in. It asks you how much money you want to take out. You take it out and it goes directly into your PayPal account. I think, and that's all operated by PayPal. I think it takes 24 hours for it to get into your account. It depends, I guess, what time you actually ask for it, because I think they do it once a day. And so how this also works is, let's say that you have a walk today, which is the 13th. This money will be available to you within 24 hours after the completion of your walk. And that's really just to make sure that you didn't have an emergency and couldn't do the walk, or you didn't have to cancel it, or whatever the case may be. It's really just a guarantee that the walk actually happened. We don't handle, at least right now, we don't handle any returns or reimbursements or anything like that. And so you would be responsible if a walker, for instance, needed to cancel and go on another walk. That would be a discussion between the two of you. Again, this has not been done before in this particular industry. So we are going to work every day. If it turns out in 6 months that that's not okay because it's really confusing, we're going to try to come up with a solution. So we will have moving forward a box, and it's like a suggestion box like we all used to have in high school, and so there'll be a suggestion box, and we're going to allow you to be able to put in your suggestions. And then every single one we get, we will look at and try to figure out if there's a solution. So with that being said, you know, again, this goes back to the community feeling. We're going to, you know, help you drive your business to your walks and help you drive, you know, make sure that we're sort of a one-stop shop for you from the business side, but we're going to be very, very thoughtful about listening to you and listening to what you have to say to make this the best experience for you as possible. With that in mind, we did hear a lot of guides that were telling us that it would be great if there was a way for me to monitor my own ability to have a coupon. So my mom a lot of times will do walks, and maybe she will do it for a group of folks that she knows perhaps can't afford her regular fee. So all she would have to do is hit that. This is a personal code to this group that you're going to be working with, and you would give them this code. This code would be applied. It gives you a percentage of discount, coupon amount, how many people, and your expiration date. So we wanted to give you as much control as possible over your business without making it complicated, so that you don't have to worry about if you give, you know, Mary a code that she's going to put in, give her all her friends the code, and they're going to put it in for the next year or whatever the case may be. So we're very conscientious from that perspective as well. Let's move on at this point to, and you can log out whenever you want. You can log out at the top or log out here. All right, let's go to managing your profile. So the first thing that you would do is you can see your, you know, your profile page whenever you want. So Phyllis's is all done, but let's say you make a change and you want to see what your walks are, what your photos are, and you want to make any changes, that's always available. You can go into the area, the profile image area, and you can easily upload your image that you want in your bio. And we received a wonderful suggestion yesterday, which was, hey, you know, when I tried to upload my picture, it uploaded fine, but it took a little longer because it was a little heavier, and I wasn't sure if it was happening or not. Can you do something to help me know that it's actually happening, where it's not just up in the corner where you see, you know, this thing going in circles, but you know, right here. So we are actually adding that. So again, we're being very reactive as much as we can, because there's not a lot of experience in this industry in this area of websites. So it's very simple to upload that. You can upload your whole bio here very easily. There's an area for you to upload your full bio and then a bio excerpt. So this bio excerpt will be what will be shown on the profile page when remember, you know, we have a few walkers on, I mean, guides on there now, but there will be, you know, hundreds. And I think maybe in a few years, thousands of guides that will be on there. So everyone has to have a small excerpt that people can see and that will entice them. So this is simply a part of her entire excerpt, but when, I mean, entire bio, excuse me, but when you click on her profile, the entire bio comes up. And again, very easy to put in. You don't really have to do anything except for just cut and paste if you have it somewhere else, or type it and submit, and boom, it's there. And every time you submit something, there's a profile preview button that comes up right here, so you'll be able to see it. So for instance, let me just change something here. I'll change it and change it back. And so I'm gonna submit it right now. And her it says the content was updated successfully, profile preview, and I can see that that change was made. So when I go back in, social links, it's really important for us to be able to provide a directory service for you, but it's great if you have your own identity. So we wanted to make sure that we allowed, not allowed, but we, I guess allowed is you to have an option for you to put your Facebook information, your Instagram, your Twitter information. My mom's chosen not to have one, in your website. And so all of that is available, and that you can see right here on your profile page. All of that is right here. And if you don't have one now, but you have one in a year, you can always add to it. Certifications. This also is very easy. You can add certifications. You can take your certifications away. You have an option to be able to, you know, this is a drop down with certification information. You can put up your own information, however you want to handle this. And then also, some guides wanted to put up their certificates that they received. So you can upload a picture of your certificate as well. Languages. So if you speak several languages, which we heard a lot of positive feedback about the language part, because people want to be able to find a guide that speaks languages, several languages, or also the guides want others to know that they do. And even if it's not your primary language, we want you to be able to put languages up that you speak fluently. And this is a system through Google Translate. So it doesn't even matter what language it is, it's up here, believe me. And if it's not, I'd be shocked, but we certainly will get it up there. And moving forward, just finally, this is the photo gallery where you can add all of your photos, and you can delete them as well, you know, and at your convenience. This is probably one of the most important parts for you, which is managing your walks. Let's say you want to add a walk. This is the add a walk section. Again, it's extremely easy. You know, there's two ways that you can do it. For someone who's already put in their walks, you have an option at the end here, you'll see, where you can save it as a template. So for instance, my mom does lots, she does her walks at about 5 different places, but she may do 10 walks there a year. So rather than having her being forced to put it in every time new, she can simply hit that, and then all of the information comes up for that walk. She just changes the details, whether it be the dates or the time, or maybe she wants you to meet at a different place within this nature preserve, or whatever it is that you want, or maybe she wants to change some of this. You can do whatever you want. But if you don't have a template that you want to select and you just want to add a walk, and this is what will happen at first, you'll just add your walks. You can easily do that. I mean, it's very, very self-explanatory. And we had this beta tested, which means that we had to test it to make sure that it was as easy as possible. You can either use an image that we provided, and we are happy to provide more images. We will add them as time progresses. Or you can upload your own image because you want to upload something that's more indicative of the area where you're going to be walking. And you just, you know, save your template. Once you fill it in, create a walk, and boom, it comes up. And that profile preview button I showed you before will come up, and you'll check, make sure it's right if you want. So, I mean, it's all done in the back end, and it'll come right up for you. Here is where you can view and edit your walks. So you go in and you see all of your walks that are here, and you have the opportunity to edit a walk. Very easy. You know, if you aren't getting a lot of traction per se on your walk, for instance, you want to change the price. All you have to do is change the price. If you this one is sold out that my mom is doing, but let's say you want to be able to add 2 more people because someone said, oh, I want to bring my best friend, or whatever it is, or you want to change the picture, or whatever you want to do, you just update that walk. And then the profile preview, you look at that walk, and I believe it was this one. Maybe it was this one. That walk's full, so it must be this one. Register. Let's see here. You always have one challenge when you're doing a demonstration. Let's see here. Okay, that walk was full, so it may not have worked on the walk that was full, but that's a good thing for us to look at to make sure it works and walks. Let's see what that address is there, 453. So when this is good to know as well. So you start to put in your address here, and it actually pulls it up for you through Google Geolocator. So you can update your walk here. Profile preview, go to her walks. That is this one. You can register. And you see it changed to $30. So that's great. And then let's just go back to that dashboard. So you can also view, edit walks as we just saw. And then here's where you do your external walks. And this is what I was referring to earlier. If you do all your walks externally, this is one that my mom does at the Fernbank Museum. So you can just add an external walk very easily. And it's really the same process, but a little bit quicker for you, because all you have to do here is put in where it is and then the URL here. And then you can put in the price there and choose your picture or upload your own picture. So same process, but it goes to the outside URL, and we're good either way. You know, it doesn't matter if they register here or register there. That makes you in control of everything that you're doing. And you can edit it, and you have templates for that as well. Save templates. And this is where all your templates are housed. So let's say that you don't want to do Fernbank Museum anymore. You just delete that template. It asks you it's okay, and boom, it goes away. All right. And then here's where you can, and then you can, as I say, you can also always check it. We try to make it as easy for you not to have any doubt that you were able to change things. This just where you can manage your content. So this is for the photo gallery, the images that you want to upload. We put those in 2 places in case you're just in the manage content area, but these are the images that are part of your profile. And then here's 2 other areas for you where you can manage your blog posts. If you want to be a guest blogger, here's what the process is. That it's very, very, very simple. So you can add a post by just hitting the add a post button. And it's, you know, it's pretty easy, self-explanatory. You just put the information in here, you put the content in here. This is where the short summary goes, and this is just like it's on the website. So let me show you what the blog page looks like. I know I showed you a minute ago, but this is the short excerpt that I'm referring to. You can put up a featured image if you choose not to. We're happy to do one as well that is coordinates with what your topic is. These are some categories that you can go under. Again, we're very, very interested in your feedback. If you think that there are other categories, we can add them in a minute. You submit your post. Here's what happens with the post when you submit it, just to make sure that everything is kosher in terms of how it's maybe perceived. You know, from a language perspective and anything else, we have an administrator that just reviews it and reads through it and makes sure that it's okay and that we're not posting anything that would make anyone uncomfortable. And that happens very quickly, and then your post will go up and it will look just like this. The nice thing here is that when you post, it has your name there, and it goes, when someone wants to click that because they think it's interesting and they want to learn more about you, it goes directly to your profile page. And that's the same as video post. If you see a video or you take a video, whatever the case may be, when you're doing a walk and you want to share it with other people, you can do that very easily by adding your video. From a blog post perspective, you're also in control. Look, this is part of who you are. This is your content. This is your profile. We want you to not have to ask anybody for they're okay. And so if you feel like you know, in retrospect, you don't like that blog or you want to edit a little bit of it, you can do that. You can delete it, you can edit it, and that's okay. It's up to you of how you want to handle your own content. It's almost like a micro website. It's a mini site within a big site. And what's beautiful about this whole situation and the way that we formulated it is that we are going to be spending a nice chunk of money on what's called search engine optimization. If you don't know what that is, it's really making sure that when somebody searches for forest therapy, forest bathing, for, you know, I want to take a calm walk in the forest, for nature therapy, we want them to be able to come to this website. And I know ANFT has done an amazing job at that. So when you put anything in, that also, ANFT will also come up as well for people. But we wanted to be able to really put some significant money towards that and towards marketing to drive people to your website, to your profile and towards your walks from a global standpoint. So right now, I think this period of time, while we are having all the guides sign up, we have already set out on our marketing and advertising and search engine optimization towards walkers. And when we do that launch on November 5th, and we open this website up, if you will, to all of the walkers that will want to be walking, we will be very in a position where they're very comfortable with what is here, because they'll see a great deal of information from guides and a great deal of walks that they can take. We really wanted to make sure that the price point for you was comfortable, and so we listened to other guides and we listened very, very closely to ANFT. And the price point we came up with for a monthly subscription was $24.95. Ben and Nadine gave me some insight that they felt like an average price maybe was $25 or $30 for one walker to sign up. And so we thought, well, if we could just charge the minimum amount, what we could charge is just what would it cost for one walker? What would it cost for one walker to sign up? And so that's how we got to the $24.95. We're going to be continue to be adding more bells and whistles, if you will. We'll have gift certificates that can be purchased on the website during the holidays, so that people can, you know, purchase them for your walks, not specifically for your walk, but maybe they'll purchase a $40 gift certificate that can be applied to your walk. So that'll be coming out very shortly. We will make sure that we continue to enhance the website. That's, again, kind of goes back to the beauty of your not having to really be too concentrating too hard on the business side of it, and being able to really spend your time with the beautiful experience that the walkers are looking for. You know, as I said earlier, one of the most important things to me is that what we're providing here is a service for the guides to be able to let the whole world know that you're here in a way that you want to tell your story. And also for someone like me who loves to travel, that when I'm in, India or I'm in San Francisco, I can find a guide, I can get to know them, I can understand what their certifications are, what they've done, what kind of walks they do, and I can choose who I want to walk with based on all of that. So it's really a win-win. The core goal is for us to be able to continue to pivot and grow as the industry and as the practice does, and for people to really be able to call this a home whenever they're looking for a way to get out into the nature. So I am available to take questions for the next 10 minutes. I think we have to 1. And then I also want to let you know that when you sign up, if you have one